January 30th. Tied in knots. A fair number of years passed without the need of tying a square knot, and if I had tied one, it was purely accidental. The only knots I had needed to execute were the French knot of embroidery and a simple knot to end my thread. When my son enrolled in a Boy Scout troop, the world of knots expanded far and wide as he earned his badges, and I will admit that since then, that square knot has come in pretty handily. Perfectionist that I have been most of my life, I can peer into the chasm of time past and admit that I've spent a fair portion of it tied up in those proverbial knots. Drawing a horse for an art contest in 7th grade became a lesson in creative paralysis. Grades in school were a fixation. A card game loss became a compulsion to win. And I discovered that camping was an exercise in controlling fear, leaving my stomach tied in knots. My greatest pleasure is the sound of the words, "It's time to load up." I don't believe I am alone in my quest for control. I meet many people who struggle to have the perfect family, perfect life, perfect possessions, and perfect relationships. This may come as a surprise to you, as it did to me, but nothing in life is perfect. In life, almost everything tends to tilt toward chaos and being riddled with flaws. Those of us who haven't figured this out yet lean toward looking down a bit on the rest of humanity from the height of pride in our perfect accomplishments. For those people, I feel a bit sorry and regretful that I ever saw anyone else that way. Every stage of life presents its own unique set of challenges, to say nothing of the raw, cataclysmic world each of us encounter daily. The upheavals in life are perfectly suited to cure the worst perfectionist, bringing our inaccurate sense of control under God's control, our pride down one step for each rung on life's ladder. The knots tied in my soul by my perfectionism, He has been able to unravel. He has smoothed out the wrinkles with His peace, and as He has done so, the tension and strain have eased as well. Tension is in opposition to trust, something I wish I could remember more often. Tension tugs the knots tighter and makes life harder. Fear opposes trust, whispering that we don't need God, that independence is the way. And what if it doesn't turn out as we wished? What if? Jesus came to release the knots and to teach us to trust His nimble and wise hands wherever in life He takes us. The only knot that matters is the blood-soaked cord that binds my heart to His. Psalm 22, 4-5. In You, our fathers put their trust. They trusted, and You delivered them. They cried to You, and were saved. In You they trusted, and were not disappointed. And John 14:1. Do not let your hearts be troubled. Trust in God. Trust also in me.